Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Had a great weekend. I'll try to keep this short because we're back with another gap down. But just looking at the SPX USD, the 24 hours when we're trading at 38.44. Okay, 38.44. So if I go to the normal SPX, we had a nice little daily hammer, and if we're opening below this hammer now and near the support again, my only key will be if we break this support, right? If we break the lows of which were 38.37. All right, 38.37 were the lows for Friday, and now with the gap down, let's see what happens. The one thing though, put wall has shifted down, so put wall has shifted down to 3800, and we'll see where we go from here, right? Good morning again. So put wall 3800, and then we'll see. And another thing to note, 3800 is actually 39, mainly 30 under 3900. Downside opens up more, all right, and towards low of the year, right, towards the low of the year. So 3800 is a strong support, but 3900 was a much bigger support than 3800, right? But let's see what happens here. We do have some gap fills here. One is near 3790, right, and then obviously we have a gap fill all the way near low of the year. But if we do break 3800 and we're going towards the downside, there's a good chance in the coming weeks that we take out the low of the year. Now what we have this week for some Vanna rallies, if we do get them, we do have FOMC if we do recover this zone, all right? But I think the real weakness will be if we just stay under these lows right here. See this base right here that they built? If we stay underneath this, which is roughly 3900. So if we stay below 3900, if we stay below 3900, I think the weakness will build up and then eventually we'll break these lows and fall further down. All right, can this happen before FOMC as well? Yes, it can. So let's see what today brings, and we'll go from there. But personally, I don't like this gap down. It just becomes harder to trade, right? Just like Friday. So let's see what happens. Let's just go over some rates. I think rates are breaking new highs. Was reading about them this morning. Yep, they did take out the high of the year today in the morning, 3.518. So now on the rates also, I think it would make sense if rates also retested or gave us a little bull flaggy pattern before breaking out further, which will give some relief to S&P or give positivity for the equity market to rise a little bit. We'll see, and then see if this breaks out later, because then obviously the market go down further down. Dollar is already making its little flaggy pattern above 110. 110 has been the theme. Above 110, right? Dollar is not good for the markets, right? Dollar is strong, and once it breaks out further, this is probably going to have a big run. All right, I think this might even be one of the reasons that the markets could take a big shift down. All right, and then obviously we have the Euro USD trading is similar to a bear pattern. So if the dollar breaks out to the high, so if DXY goes up, it breaks out from the current levels, this is gonna break lower. All right, and then we'll see what happens from there. And then USD JPY yen also a kind of bull flagging. We'll see what happens with this, if it can take a 144 plus hold and goes higher. And Apple, one ticker I do want to go over. If Apple recovers Friday's high, so Friday's high was 151.31. I think this will be the tell again. If Apple recovers above Friday's high by any chance, then S&P is likely to have another 50 to 70 point bounce to the upside as well. All right, so I would keep an eye on Apple again today. However, if Apple gives up Friday's lows and it stays weak and we continue going down, S&P is not going nowhere. Tech is not going nowhere. We're going to go much lower. But there's one stubborn stock. This is in the newsletter as well. Netflix. I don't know what this thing is on, but it's up another $6-7 pre-market. All right, it's up another $6 pre-market. Keep an eye on this name. If the markets turn, let's say if the S&P it turns to the upside, Netflix has the strength, if it goes above 250, to run 5, 10, 15, 20 points in this market. Already, I've seen this before in the past years. That's if the market is strong. If the market is weak and if the market is going down, then I would not touch Netflix personally. Then I will probably add swing puts to the downside, because it's also the tendency to come down just as fast. All right, one chart that reminds me of Netflix is Costco. Costco was very strong in the month of early August, right, until it gave up. So same thing can happen with Netflix. It can fake out above these recent highs like this, and then there was some put flow that came in, right? And if more put flow comes in as it breaks out, then Netflix can also come back 20-30 points. All right, and Costco is a great play. Let's see what happens here. This will also be back in place soon. All right, apart from that, other tech names, Amazon also daily hammer. Very easy if we break Friday's lows. I think that will be the biggest tell. We break Friday's lows, and then the market this week we're probably headed lower. But do keep an eye this week. FOMC is what we have. All right, FOMC. I think this will be the most important FOMC in many years. In many years. Okay, and QT is also going on. It's not as big, but it's going on. And just read up on these things. I think that will help you. And with